Encore Revival, America, October 29, 2018. This past week began rich in fodder for headline minions. Statements like, bomb delivered to home of, insert prominent Democrat, and Kavanaugh recused in 3 cases, might convince a non-self-educated idiot that something was wrong. But anyone who reads past the headlines should know that these stories shouldn't even make the 3rd page. At least 13 bombs were delivered, but none of them went off. That's not the work of a male bomber, but the work of a fail bomber, or a dud mailer. Kavanaugh was recused from the cases because he has already been a judge with a decision and an opinion in those cases. In other words, Kavanaugh was recused for being overqualified as a judge and being such an honest person that he won't rule a second time on a case he already ruled on in a lower court. Initially, the mailed duds looked like typical Democrat wolf crying. After the Ford testimony theater and unreported proof that another Kavanaugh accusation wasn't true, Americans suspected the mailed duds were also a self-inflicted conspiracy for pre-election sympathy. But as more and more high-profile Democratic heavyweights received dud bomb packages, it seemed more like an unexpected ruse that the Democratic media machine was hoping to salvage. Then terror struck. For the Democratic media machine, this meant losing valuable headline space before an election. For Jewish families in Pittsburgh, it meant grief and loss. Then the caravan halted. Mexico offered refugee lifestyle, housing, employment, education. A few even applied, making the caravan smaller. A child was kidnapped, and the caravan stopped moving. Midweek, the usual headline fodder took a 110-degree jackknife turn. What happened? A shot across the bow happened. From whom? We just don't know. Whatever story lays behind this failed dud bomber, this week was a warning to Democrats at the highest levels. Whether this was a self-inflicted media stunt that failed to get whatever victim election favor status was hoped for, or if it was a genuine surprise, Democrats no longer have power. Their caravan can't move on schedule. They aren't as popular as they once thought. And most sacred to Democrat elite class party bosses, their home addresses are known to scary people. If that's not a shot across the bow, nothing is. Encore. Revival is returning to America.